Hey, Dr. Lindsey here. This is how we conceal hair transplant scars in guys using FUE technique. So here's a guy that's about 38 years old. He's a military man who had a strip case done out of our area, and he's now working in the DC area, but is required by his military branch to keep a very short haircut. His scar's not that bad. It's probably on the order of 1.5 millimeters wide. Uh, So the problem is that you can see in this picture that there is a definite line of where you can see a scar. There's a different color skin. It's a little lighter there, and because there's no hair coming out in a patch about 1 millimeter, maybe 2 millimeters wide, all across the back of his head with that short haircut, the scar is just noticeable. And so there's two options. Well, there's three options. One is just grow hair a little longer, but he's not able to do that because of his military branch. Choice two is you can cut out the scar. That's not a bad scar. So if somebody has a scar roughly half an inch wide, I'm pretty confident we can improve that scar in most of the people that we would do that on. And there's going to be a few people that have healing disorders or connective tissue disorders that we just can't improve the scar. But the scar isn't so bad. And so choice three is to put hair in it. So we'll harvest hair with the FUE technique. And so we talked about all these options, and he chose to proceed. And here's this FUE slits, and he was extremely easy to get the hair out of. I think in 500 grafts, or I think we did 412 grafts, we only missed like 3, which is almost unheard of. And they came out with good tissue on the roots. So I wasn't expecting that, but harvest went extremely well. And then and you can see his scar we're going to work on just in the bottom of this picture showing his FUE extraction sites. So then we make slits into that dense bad Virginia clay scar tissue, and you stagger them so it's not a straight line up and down.
Okay, so we're doing a little scar camouflage with FUE on a military guy that unfortunately has to wear a real short haircut, but his scar's not too bad. But as we trim him down, and then I just made the recipient slits, you can see above the cut the hairs are very acute with respect to the skin, and so they hang straight down. And if he just had a little fatter hairs, he would never be here because it's not a bad scar. But below the cut or the incision done by somebody else, the skin is contracted just a little bit, and the hairs stick up more obtusely. And I think it's that which almost like in Asian heads allows you to look right down the shaft of the hair and see the scar line, which again isn't a bad scar. And then I made a couple layers of slits angled very acutely, almost like eyebrows, to hang down and cover the scar line.
And then we put the hair in. And so here he is at the end of the case. And then he went out of the area. But fortunately, his wife is a surgical nurse, and she runs that house like a military installation. And he rolled back in here at day 12, looking perfect. I don't think he pulled out any grafts. He was able to sleep with his face in the pillow, and he did a great job cleaning. So here he is at day 12, and you know it's hard to see that scar now, and man, it'll only get better. I would expect that 12 months from now, maybe 13 months from now, that he looks this good or better, and that scar is completely concealed. So that's how we do it. We've got plenty of videos on how we do surgical scar excisions, but here's one we did with FUE. We've got a few more of those on our YouTube site. So take a look, and if Wendy and I can help you, please give us a call. Thanks.